Hello everybody, it's Elena. This is a video response to Wragg's Happy New Year 3-in-1 challenge. I will link the video down below so you can check how the challenge works, and I recommend you to go and check because it is very fun to make and the prices are beyond gorgeous. Basically there are 3 challenges. And you can choose one of them, or 2, or all the 3 of them. It's up to you. And I choose to go for the 3 of them. First is send her some vintage looking or genuine vintage buttons. And when I moved here in this house, which belonged to my dad's grandparents, I found a very old sewing machine which I keep, and it has 2 little drawers on each side, and since my grandma and my grandma used to sew, they used many buttons and many of them are still here. And it is a pleasure for me to have the opportunity to give them to someone like Jean, who collects them, appreciates them to no end, and uses them in projects. Otherwise they would be wasted, they would be sit there forever in their drawer. So I hope she likes them. And I put them in this little organza bag. Then the other challenge is make a dangle charm, and this is my I took up all the 3 challenges because this and the next that I will show you later are things I've never ever done before. So I make this dangle charm starting with a resin spool, and I attach chains, and it's all pearls and beads and pieces of glass, like this one at the end. I hope you can see it. It is like a little bell with a flower. Well, apart from 2 or 3, all the dangles are made of glass, and I kept the color quite neutral, as you can see. Well, I had fun making it. I think I will make more for me, but of course you need lots of patience to use the jump rings and curl the little wire and all, but it is the result. Well, I'm pleased with how it turned out. Then the 3rd challenge is make a little pin cushion. Well, I hope this is little enough because I wouldn't want it to be huge. And I made this, so I've used my sewing machine for the very first time in my life, and I was so pleased I did. And I chose a heart shape. I've used this vintage dusty pink crushed velvet, and I kept it very simple. I just went around all the heart with this white Chinese braid, and I just put an applique here with some leaves curling on the other side. And then I made 3 stick pins to go in the pin cushion, and here they are. Then Jean asked to write the crafter's information on a card or something, because she needs, of course, to match the creations with the crafter who made them. And so I cut out a postcard from a sheet of paper by La Stamperia. It has a vintage pattern, and well, I hide it because there are my details here. You can see something like a postal stamp here. I wrote everything I needed to, and then I lined the sides with this cream gathered elasticated trim, and I decorated the front in different shades of white. I cut some trims, into appliques like these roses, and then these two pieces, and this piece inside comes from a curtain. And then I just added two little pieces of flower trim here and here, and I added this gorgeous butterfly. And then I didn't have many pearls and beads because the butterfly is already very important, so I just put 3 resin rose and 2 flat back pearls on the flowers, and that's it. One last thing I made is a folder to put the other things inside, and here it is. I want to thank Jean for the inspiration, and as you can see, it's quite tall, narrow. It's a folder with pockets inside, and to build it I used my sewing machine once again, and I've used 2 tablecloths, 2 pieces from 2 tablecloths, with that fabrics that's a mixture of cotton and linen. In between them I've used some felt, which is not extremely thick, but quite thick, I would say, and I've sewn everything together. And then on the back, the back and the front of the folder, I put this gorgeous embroidered tulle. It is from my friend Sutanze. She sent me so many beautiful fabrics and trims, and as you can see, it is 3D because it's full of roses. It's very soft, and all the folder is made with coffee color, white and cream. In the middle for the spine I added just some trim here, and a strip of ruffled trim, white trim, and then I edged all using this beautiful cream edging trim, and I added just 2 resin roses to hide the spot sorry, where I attached the seam binding to keep it closed. And here we go at the inside. For the inside I made 4 pockets, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4. These are bigger, are deeper than these 2. And to make the pockets excuse me, I've used 2 layers of that material of mixed cotton and linen, and I put a piece here, all across here, and one all across there, and in the center I put this, between the pockets I put this crochet trim in the shape of some chains. And to decorate the pages I covered them with 2 layers of this coffee colored tulle, something that Sue gave me. And as you can see, it is delicate, but also very important, if you see what I mean. It has a pattern, there's a pattern to it, and then some circles. And to finish off the pockets, I doubled it up. There are 2 layers of tulle, and I doubled the layers up to form this knit hem, I think it's called, and then I put some of this rose trim which I tea-dyed, and I lined two sides with the same elasticated gathered trim I've used for the postcard, and some crochet trim on top on the two pockets, the two upper pockets, and for the bottom pockets I just put a piece of this gorgeous delicate flower trim. At this point I thought of adding something more, for example something to mark where the pockets separate. I tried to put here before gluing it down, of course. Whatever I tried to put here was awful, was really awful, because it destroyed, I don't know how to say it in English, but it destroyed all the shape and of the folder, if you see what I mean. Putting something here created a sort of a cross. It was really ugly. I even tried before adding this trim, but it was ugly. And then I thought of putting some flat back pearls here in the circles, here and here, for example, maybe some cream and white flat back pearls, but trust me when I say that they looked awful here on this, and so I decided to leave as it is. And the things will go one here, the buttons here. It will be bulky because I will put them later, because there's the heart. This will go here, and in this pocket I will put a little surprise that in my opinion could be related to an altered ice bucket, and I miss a lot watching videos about ice buckets. So this is just a suggestion, Jean. Anyway, there will be a little surprise in here. So then it ties with a seam binding, and it will be ready to go tomorrow morning. Here it is. I hope that Jean likes what I made for her, and thank you very much for watching. Good luck to all the crafters who entered the competition, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.